I'm all set on shitting myself in front of others. You know, it's not really on my list of things I want to accomplish in life. Call me crazy.
I mean, you've already done that, so.
Oh, wow.
I mean, yeah.
You know what? This doesn't surprise
like
me,
to
AJ.
shit yourself in
You
front of
would
other people,
have
AJ?
shat yourself.
Listen, those wings fucked me up. I was poisoned, and then I was at a Walmart, all right? And I was on my way to the bathroom. I'm not.
He was trying,
I'm not
goddammit.
including this one in the intro because I can't have every intro me talking about shit stories.
Yeah, that is a reoccurring theme. It's talking about AJ.
If there is one thing you come, if there is one thing you come here for, it's for all the horror bathroom stories that AJ has endured in the entire time that he's been on this earth. He has so many to the point where every time he goes to the bathroom, I text him and let him know, you better come out of there with a bathroom story. I'm not gonna have anything less.
Shall we get into it here?
Let's do it.
Let's go.
We've got some really, really good ones. I feel today. Like I don't like just look like I was hard pickings last night. Like not like slim pickings. Like literally like what do I pick for only having one story?
Too many banger things to choose from,
which is great because we do one of each, so we get 3 at least. So you guys get 3.
Yeah.
So welcome back to Everyone Sucks Here with Sam, Sushie, and AJ.
Hi, I'm Sam.
I'm Sushie.
And I'm AJ. And we are here on another Wednesday bringing you more stories straight out of the dumpster of the internet. We're going to be bringing you some more Am I the Assholes? Got a couple of misconnections from Craigslist, and we're going to finish it off with some relationships. Before we get into that, we do have some new news that we want to, announce to everybody. Did you guys know that you can send us stories to our email? Because you can, and it can be whatever you want. You have a story that you want to tell us or steal from somebody that you want to tell us, then fucking send it to us.
Why don't you just borrow that terrible story from your Aunt Betty?
Exactly. Take your Aunt Betty's story and send it to us. And our brand new 100% official email, contact@everyonesuckshere.com. Look how simple and easy that is to say.
Oh my God, you're right, AJ. It is simple to say. Contact@everyonesuckshere.com.
Yeah. Wow, what a novel concept. So if you guys have stories that you want to send, whether they're relationships, Am I the Assholes, or misconnections, send them there, or hit us up on Twitter @ESH Podcast. Either one.
Look, I'm just really fucking nosy. Just tell me your fucking stories. I don't even care if you're the asshole in the story. I just want to hear fucked up shit.
That's
true.
I just want to hear your most fucked up shit.
That's really the only reason we're doing this is because we want to hear some fucked up shit. There's literally like. We should have this podcast on that Nosy network. Like there's a
oh my God, you're right.
There's a network called Nosy.
I'm just nosy.
Yes.
And that should be us.
It's the Nosy Network, and it's literally 24/7 of like Maury Povich and Jerry Springer and the Steve Wilkos show.
But that could be us. They could have because you remember how like they used to like record like you'd be flipping through TV and you'd see like Howard Stern and it'd just be his episode, but it'd be like in the studio. We could have cameras on us in our studio, air quotes, and we could be sitting here on the Nosy Network. So
Oh my God, that's
the dream.
I've always wanted to have a Howard Stern show, but I wanted to be Robin. I just want to hear the fucked up shit. I don't really want to participate.
Exactly.
And that's exactly what she did.
Yes,
she's my hero.
I always wanted to be Robin. Yeah,
Robin is my hero. She's so badass. She gets to state her opinion and what she thinks on everything that's going on, and she gets to witness all the shit that happens in the studio.
But she has nothing to do with it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And she was in that movie that he did.
The Howard.
I forgot what it's called.
Howard Stern Does New York or something like that, or.
I don't know. It's like biopic, right?
I feel like it was called Long and Uncut.
Oh yeah.
Or am I thinking about South Park?
All I remember is literally, I just remember a scene of a woman sitting on like a subwoofer and him humming into his microphone. That's the only part of that movie I remember.
All right, look, I just want to be Robin.
Okay, that aside,
I want to be the Robin to your Howard Stern.
God.
I just want to throw baloney at stripper's ass.
That's all.
I would love to do
literally
that.
It's literally the only episode I remember.
Those are the real goals. That's why the pandemic needs to end, so we can go out and throw bologna at strippers' asses. Assi. What's the plural of ass?
Ass?
I really think the next time the three of us meet up, probably 5 years from now, because we're never allowed out the house, the three of us should go to a strip club.
Hell,
I can't believe the three of us did not go to a strip club at TwitchCon.
You need to come to the haunted house strip club.
Seriously,
that's what needs to happen.
You need to experience this. You have not experienced life until you've had a stripper exorcist squirt on you
while you walk by.
I think you're right.
It was an experience.
What was her name? It's not Emily Rose, is it?
No, Emily Rose is the other Exorcist
other
girl.
one.
I don't remember her name though.
I forget her name in the original
Robin
Exorcist.
Or something, I don't know.
It's not Robin.
I have Robin in my head now.
It's not. I don't remember the girl from the original Exorcist, but that's who it was. She spun her head around and she squirted on you.
Yeah, that happened to me at the haunted house. That can happen to you too, Sushi, when you get out here. So
you know what? I will be honored.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we have these stories that you guys can submit to us. Thank you for listening. If you're listening on any of these podcast services that we're on, iTunes or Spotify. And if you're listening to us on YouTube, do us a favor, hit that like button, but also subscribe. And if you're listening to us on the other services, go find us on YouTube and hit subscribe for us.
But also, thank you guys for all the awesome reviews you've been leaving on like iTunes and on our YouTube comments and stuff like that. We really appreciate it.
Yeah, it's fun to read. It feels good. It feels good to get like some like actual like people talking. So thank you guys, and I guess we'll go ahead and dive in.
Coming.
Yeah, keep them coming.
Yeah, keep them coming.
So
what do you got, AJ?
All right, mine. We'll dive in here.
Yeah, let's go.
I got. Am I the asshole?
Yes.
For.
The answer is yes.
Yes.
All right. Well, what do you got for us, Sushi? All right.
Mine is also, am I the asshole? Yes.
Am I the asshole for telling my wife it's not cute for her to encourage our teenage daughter to expect her boyfriend to pay for everything in their relationship?
Oh.
Wife and I have been married 18 years. We have our 16-year-old daughter who has been dating a slightly shy / awkward young man for around 3 to 4 months now. He seems very nervous around my daughter and has admitted in passing to my wife and I that he can't believe she agreed to date him and thinks that she's way out of his league. He seems respectful, just shy. My wife is usually an independent, awesome woman, and her ideals align closely with mine, particularly in terms of feminism and equality. We both have striven to raise our daughter to be as independent and capable as possible. Since my daughter has been dating this kid, my wife has changed considerably and has given our daughter advice that has left me with raised brows more than once. Some of the advice I've heard my wife give is, oh, it's cute for boys to pay for everything, especially in your first relationship. Or, oh, honey, don't worry about that. He can pay for you. If he really liked you, he would. And similar. I've tried to balance this out by telling my daughter straight away, 2 people in a partnership should be contributing equally. And my personal favorite is, if someone asks if they can take you out to dinner, it's reasonable to expect them to pay. But if someone asks you to grab dinner with them, it's reasonable to split the payment. I figured that would be an easy way for a young person to understand the difference. However, I've noticed my daughter becoming more and more entitled with her boyfriend's money. They haven't been anywhere, obviously, since we're home, but the way she talks about him, oh, I'll just ask him to pay for X, leaves a bad taste in my mouth. She also flippantly bragged / mentioned that she gets him to buy gift cards for her, etc. by mentioning her mother's advice, i.e., if you really liked me, you'd pay for X.
Oh, no.
I spoke to my wife privately and told her my concerns. She insists it's a rite of passage for girls, and it's cute that she should feel a guy is completely spoiling her. I told her that it's not cute for her to be thinking it's acceptable to view relationships as personal ATMs, and my wife became very angry with me and is now calling me an asshole with a lot of hostility.
Oh. Okay.
How old was these people?
So the married couple have been together for 18 years, and they have a 16-year-old daughter. So the daughter who's dating this dude is 16. It didn't say how old he is, but I guess we could assume he's probably around the same age, roughly.
What do you mean same age?
As her.
They're probably in their...
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
like,
they're probably in
she's
their...
16, so we can assume he's probably around the same age.
Okay, so I see 2 things here. I see a couple who desperately needs to get on the same fucking bus. They need to get on the same path here, because they're giving her conflicting advice, and now she's just choosing. The daughter's just choosing which one sounds better.
Okay, well, here's my question, women. Is it a rite of passage?
No.
As this mother has said, is it a rite of passage for a woman in her first relationship to be like, oh, just get what I want, spoil me?
I mean, no, I don't think so.
No.
I know. I just had to.
I'm unfamiliar with this advice.
That's what I'm saying.
told.
I've never heard anyone say that. Like, oh, that's totally normal.
It's incredibly toxic for this mother to tell her daughter, if you really like me, you'd pay for this. No. You don't.
Yeah, that's very manipulative.
You don't
like,
ever
ugh.
tell that to someone that you're dating. You don't give that kind of advice. It's manipulative. That's terrible.
Yeah, I do. Ugh.
I do agree with the dad in the sense of I do like if someone asks if they can take you out to dinner, it's more of a, oh, okay, so they asked me to go to dinner with them. They'll probably pay whatever. But
Right. But to expect it, that's a different thing.
To expect it is a different thing. Yes, exactly. And he's 16. How much money does he really have?
Right, it's like little kid money. I would feel stupid accepting it.
Right? Like,
You know?
there's so many things here, but the thing that I'm most concerned about is the fact that the wife and husband aren't really working it out together in order to jointly come at their daughter and say, okay, this is, you need to stop. Like, the wife is pretty adamant that, oh, this is your first relationship, so he's going to pay for everything. What are you talking about?
Like
Where are you getting that?
Yeah, it sounds like literally she's basically just saying like, oh, this is your first relationship, so it doesn't matter because it's not going to go anywhere. So you might as well just take advantage of it while you can. That's kind of like the way I'm viewing it, is like in that sense of like she already knows because it's like it's a teenage relationship. It probably isn't going to go anywhere, but at the same time, those relationships build the foundation of who you are going to be in future fucking relationships.
Right,
Yeah.
so you're gonna give this little boy a complex. Ugh.
Yeah, you're gonna fuck up two kids, basically. You're gonna fuck up your own daughter and turn her into this little like micro version of the mom at the moment, which I find it very interesting that the husband said like they aligned with everything, but then suddenly now she's like, take advantage of this little kid. But also you're gonna fuck up the boy too, because he's gonna leave that relationship assuming like, oh, she didn't, I must not have given her enough, and that's why she didn't love me, or whatever the
I'm
fuck.
not good enough because I didn't have enough money.
Exactly, especially if he's already saying that he thinks that she's way out of his league and she can't believe that he agreed. He seems very shy, and if he's shy, it sounds like he would agree to anything the daughter said anyway.
So I have noticed an interesting pattern, right, with these stories. Have you noticed that a lot of these stories, the majority of them, the men are gross, but the mothers are terrible. So
Yes,
not the
I
women,
have
just
noticed that.
specifically the mothers.
The
yeah.
mothers.
The mothers
The
are
mothers
terrible,
of
and the
sons,
men are
yeah.
gross.
It's like once you pop out something the size of a watermelon, it like makes you very toxic.
Yeah, I don't know what's up with that.
It's like you somehow just absorb all the negativity in the world to replace like the fucking little baby that is in your body. So you just become this walking. I'm rattling and nobody can see me because I'm but yeah, this walking shamble negative husk.
No, you're kind of onto something because it is like all this toxic energy is like in their abdomen. You're like actually,
It's just a
Something to
weird
think about.
thing. It's like a weird like these men are gross, but these mothers are toxic.
I
Like,
think they spew pure toxic sludge at people. Yeah.
so I would say this guy is not the asshole for bringing this up, and I think it's even like his advice to her, saying like, oh, if like, can I take you to dinner? Yeah, then like let the person pay or whatever. But if it's like, hey, you want to go grab a bite or whatever, then yeah, no problem splitting a bill. I mean, I don't see any issue with like, especially in a relationship, that's what she needs to be taught too. And also the boy needs to be taught that there should be no issue in asking, hey, do you mind if we split this?
Yeah.
That's an okay question to ask somebody,
Yeah.
like it's normal to be like, oh yeah, do you mind if we split this? Like, or we might be able to go to a better place I can't pay for it alone, but like if we could split it, we could probably go there. Otherwise, we're going to fucking McDonald's.
The thing too is like I feel like the mother's using the term like spoil in like if you're the person you're dating is like doting over you, right? Like it usually means that it's a gift, right? So you should have some type of feeling of like be humble about it.
Yeah.
Don't expect to receive a gift. Don't expect to get anything out of it. Go into
because
it
then
and
it's
be
not a gift.
Exactly, because then it's not a gift. God, that mom is gonna turn her daughter into a complete asshole.
A huge asshole. A huge bitch.
The top comment is literally and like this is the top comment, and even the comments below this say like none of us need to comment further. This is enough, right? Because the top comment is just it's not cute, not the asshole. Your wife is the asshole. Your daughter is becoming the asshole. The boy needs some guidance, but that probably shouldn't come from you.
Yeah.
Right.
And that's really just like
that's accurate.
It's 100% accurate. Definitely not the asshole.
Yeah.
Definitely fuck that mentality of because like I guarantee that mother is the same type of person who like with that mentality of like, oh, they need to spoil, he should spoil you. The moment someone like chooses not to, it's gonna be like, oh, well, chivalry is dead. And it's like, that's not what like
that's not chivalry.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But that people get that
that's
shit.
just taking advantage of people.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, girl, we in a fucking pandemic, man. You pay for yourself right now. Everyone broke.
Right?
Everyone's broke, Ugh. Jeez.
So yeah,
hey, where are you going? It's a pandemic. Get your ass in the house.
Exactly.
What the hell is he paying for?
Right?
Like, what is he paying for?
Well, she said gift cards and shit.
Yeah, why the fuck do you need a
So
gift
is she a
card?
scammer or a girlfriend? Is she a scammer?
Yeah,
It sounds like she's
exactly.
a scammer.
Like
Yeah.
when he said to buy her gift cards, why doesn't he just give her cash at that point? Like, what the fuck?
Dude, just go spend some money on OnlyFans or something if you at this point. Like, you're spending your money, but at least...
Might as well. Or you can subscribe to me on twitch.tv/SushiMonster. I'll take it, especially if you have Amazon Prime.
Yeah.
It's free for you, but I get the money. So, twitch.tv/SushiMonster. I'll take it, little boy.
Well, speaking as a Twitch partner. So now that Sushi's properly plugged her Twitch here.
Sure did.
Go subscribe.
Sure did.
Go subscribe to Go subscribe.
Hey.
Yeah. So that was my Am I the Asshole? I definitely think not the asshole.
Yeah, I don't think the dad's the asshole at all.
So that was what have you guys got? Who wants to go first? Who wants to go next?
Sam, why don't you go?
Okay, I'll do it. I'll do mine. Okay. All right.
Ooh, tasty.
Am I the asshole for trying to test a girl's nerd?
Yeah. Yes.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Now, this was posted by My Fault Always.
But it's a throwaway account.
But he starts it off and says, this is a throwaway account.
Okay.
I, 20 male, don't think I did anything wrong, but my friends are all saying I'm an asshole. So you probably are. So I have a group of friends and we're quite frankly nerds. Okay. We met this girl I'll call Elle 2 years ago. The other guys all like her, think she's great, and she knows all about things we're into. But I had a feeling she's not really one of us.
Can I sigh any fucking harder? I'm so angry right now.
All right.
Like looking over at Sushi, like spread her fucking wings and literally fly away.
Like, I'm on the fucking cross. I can't take it anymore.
Yeah.
Like
passion of the fucking Sushi right now.
Yeah,
Holy shit.
She's ascending.
I'm done.
She's ascending. Okay. I had a feeling she's not really one of us. I put up with it for 2 years, but I can't shake the feeling. So the last time we were together before quarantine, I decided to test her nerd. That's going to be a new game show. It's time to test her nerd.
You gotta have a little stick mic.
All right. She seemed surprised, but could answer all my questions until I got to Star Trek.
Oh my
I can't read this without sarcasm. I was feeling pretty confident until she asked me to clarify. Apparently, I misspoke and accidentally asked a trick question.
Sure. It was an accident. Sure it was.
Yeah.
My friends all jumped on me, accusing me of being an asshole, and she didn't need to pass some tests to hang out with them, and how I needed to get over it. Another friend pointed out that I wasn't the guardian of the group. I got mad no one was on my side and left. Quarantine happened shortly after, and I recently found out they've all been chatting with her. I told her I didn't appreciate her trying to steal my friends. She never replied, but one of my friends bitched at me for a while. I got mad no one was listening to me and said it's her or me. He said her. None of my other friends have messaged me since. My brother says I was trying to be king of the nerds and gatekeeping and should apologize. I don't think I have anything to apologize for, and they should apologize for not hearing me out. So tell me, am I the asshole for just trying to make sure Elle was actually a nerd like us?
We get it. You don't like women. You hate them.
You hate them.
Okay. First
you
of all,
hate them.
Honestly,
and you're a
like-
fucking virgin ass nerd.
Let's talk about the fact.
Loser.
Let's talk about this. Okay. All right. Say she was pretending to be into the cool stuff because she wanted to talk to maybe one of them, right? Why the fuck would she do that for 2 years? It's been 2 years.
Right. Maybe she genuinely has shared interests with you.
How much time and energy does she have to put into this to prove to you that she likes the things that she likes? Why the fuck does she have to prove anything to you?
I mean, we're all pretty big nerds here. Like, we all play video games. Actually, here's a question. You two, you consider yourself nerds. Name every video game.
I am ending this call right now. Podcast is over. Well, as an 800-year-old woman, I can do that.
Holy shit. Now, let's go to this part. I was feeling pretty confident until she asked me to clarify my question on Star Trek. Apparently, I misspoke and accidentally asked a trick question. No, you fucking didn't.
Yeah, that wasn't an accident.
You literally did that on purpose. Now, let's talk about the fact that it's completely random that he's like, she seemed surprised but could answer all my questions until I got to Star Trek. What the fuck? What categories was he going through? Was he like, all right, video games, anime, Pokemon, magic cards, Star Trek? And she's like, oh God, like, I don't. She's like, is this fucking Jeopardy?
World of Warcraft.
Who is Captain Kirk? Like, what the fuck?
And okay, on top of that, this whole idea of like, she's not one of us or whatever the fuck this mentality is, right? What does he think she's gaining from this for like, if she was
AJ,
pretending?
obviously, she's trying to suck some nerd dick.
But then what's the problem? I mean, like, you're mad about that? Like,
why are you mad?
Why are you mad?
He's mad. Well,
Why
I'll tell
are you mad?
He is big mad because she doesn't want to suck his nerd dick.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not saying that that's what she wants. She's probably just trying to fucking find some fucking friends to hang out with.
But
I guarantee you she don't want to suck no fucking dick.
And that's just it, is like the mental gymnastics that you have to go through to assume that somebody is trying to hang out with you to just infiltrate your fucking... You're not that cool, dude.
Like Yoko Ono.
Yeah. Like you are not that
You're not that
special.
cool.
You literally call yourself a nerd. You're not that special. Nobody gives a fuck about you or your little group of friends. And that's not like me being like harsh. That's just what it is. Nobody gives a fuck about me and my friends.
Yeah.
Nobody cares because nobody cares.
He should be so fucking excited that someone else shares common interests because no one else gives a fuck.
Exactly. Like, are you fucking kidding me? So like the mental gymnastics he's already jumping through to accuse her of this shit. But then like like Sam was saying, I would have loved to have like been a fly on the wall when this fucking Jeopardy bullshit was going on, just to see like, and she's like, okay, I'll take Star Trek for 300. Like, what's happening? Like,
but you know what? Yeah. Kudos to the dude. Well, actually, apparently, all of the other friends, all the other dudes, kudos to them for actually like jumping down this dude's throat and telling him like, yo, you're not the fucking guardian of the group, and you don't have to she doesn't have to pass some fucking test to hang out. Who the fuck are we?
Right. That's what I'm saying.
Who the fuck are we?
Right.
This is not the fucking...
And is he doing that to the other men in the group? No,
of course not.
You know,
of course not, because they don't have to show their nerd card like we do, Sushi.
This is some bullshit.
They're just born with the nerd card.
He-Man Woman Haters Club is literally like he has somehow become a parody of all men.
Or
all nerds.
Or what happened was he got upset because she ended up being way cooler than him and he didn't get any fucking attention anymore. So obviously it's her fucking problem. All the energy that he put into hating her and testing her for the past 2 fucking years could have gone into just enjoying the fucking hobbies that he likes.
There's a lot of insecurity there for sure.
Oh, there is. 100%. But to, say the least, Reddit ripped him a new one.
Good.
And he edited it and said, I knew I shouldn't have posted on here. You guys don't get it. Okay, 20-year-old.
Okay, first of all, if anyone's going to get it, it's Reddit.
Right? I'm not going to apologize for being suspicious of her intentions and being angry. What
are her intentions?
That's what I want to know. What are her intentions?
And being angry, my so-called friends bailed on me for some chick they've only known for 2 years. I was not gatekeeping. I was just trying to make sure she wasn't trying to be trendy. Screw this. I won't be back. What is
trying to be trendy?
What is trendy? What is trendy? I've been fighting this fight since 1986. What is trendy about being a nerd?
I don't understand all of these people who are like, oh, I can't stand, anime is trendy now. I got made fun of it in high school. They called me weird.
And you're still made fun of now.
You're still made fun of now.
Rest assured, nerd, you're still being made fun of now. It's not trendy.
I'm pretty sure all of these people who are angry about this shit are the people who just would not stop with it.
And that's just it. I mean, I'm literally standing here wearing a fucking Mega Man shirt, right? So, but... This is the epitome of fucking stupid, shitty gatekeeping nerd. Like, fucking right there with you, Sushi. Fucking 1986. Been playing fucking video games forever. Fucking watched my fair share of anime. I mean, fuck. Sushi started a fucking anime watching nerd club.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, name every anime.
Okay, I will. Let's go.
But at the same time, it's like we can have these hobbies and still look at people like this and be like, wow. I mean, again, I'm standing in front of a Castlevania poster right now. Behind,
we get it. You're a nerd, all right?
That's what I'm saying.
We get it.
Shut the fuck up.
We get it.
Much.
Yeah, there's a Vault Boy on my wall right now.
Yeah. Like, Sam's wearing glasses.
Wow.
Oh, God. Black frame glasses. Okay, Zoe Deschanel. Calm it down over there.
Wow. I have
Manic Pixie Dream Girl.
Oh, God. I have a Pokeball.
She is holding a Pokeball.
For my Pokemon Go game.
Oh, my God.
So, but the point is, when we were fucking kids, that shit was fucking made fun of. But even as adults, it's still made fun of.
It's still made fun of. Trust me, it is.
Yeah, like by the grand scale of everything, like in the normal fucking society. But now it's even worse because you have people who enjoy these who somehow think they're more entitled or more allowed to make. I
have a question, AJ, as the only male in the group.
But with mom energy.
But with mom energy.
Yes, ask me the question.
Have you ever gone to a convention or like a group setting or like, anything nerd related, and been tested like this before?
Oh, hell no.
Okay.
No, of course not.
I can think of so many fucking situations.
Every single time I press start stream on Twitch, I am bombarded with, do you even play Fallout? It's my main game. Yeah, I know the entire series backwards and forwards.
How many times have I put in the title of my Twitch stream, Soul Level 1, Dark Souls run, no
randomizer.
Like randomizer, right? And people are like, if you go over there down under that guy's asshole, there's going to be like a big old fucking weapon that's the best weapon in the game. Like, I literally have 400 fucking hours, almost 1,000 hours in this game. I think I know what the fuck I'm doing.
Yeah.
I actually have a gatekeeping command in my chat.
Ooh,
I have a
what is it?
So, I like to collect the PlayStation trophies, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I used to do trophy runs where I would try to get as many trophies in one run as possible, and I don't even remember what game I was playing, but I know I put it in the title. And actually, they have a category on Twitch now where it's they call it achievements.
Yeah.
So that it can.
Isn't there a trophy hunting tag also?
Yeah.
Oh, actually, yeah.
There is now. Yeah.
There is now. Yeah. Okay. So anyway, I said trophy hunter in the title, basically. Alluding, and I had several people come in and ask, like, okay, how many trophies you got out of whatever, blah, blah, blah. I had this one guy come in, and he said, how many platinums do you have? And I told him, and at the time, I think it was like 32 or some shit like that, right? Mm-hmm. And he goes, oh, well, I only have platinums in the hard games. And I was like, oh, that makes you very cool. And he goes, yeah, quality over quantity, my doggy.
Oh. But he didn't ask you what games they were. He just asked you how many he had.
Exactly.
So, how does he know what the fuck you're playing?
He fucking doesn't. He has no clue. He doesn't know what my fucking PlayStation name is.
He just assumed.
He has no clue. So now if you go into my chat, you type in gatekeeping, that's what pops up. Quality over quantity, my doggy.
I'm going to pop that in next time you stream.
Yo, this comment over here says, oh my God, quote her intentions. Sure, homegirl's playing the long game, acting nerdy for 2 years to get some of that sweet, sweet free IT support.
Oh my God.
Like,
the long con for that free support.
The long fucking con. And... It's just,
Hey, can you come over and fix my pooter?
Can you turn my modem on and off again?
Oh my God, it just turned off. I don't know what to do.
I have a dumb girl brain. How do I do this thing? Oh God.
Oh my God,
nerds are toxic.
What are motherboards for?
But where do I put the daddy board?
I have some ideas.
Yeah, hello, little lady. So okay, and my last comment about this guy, right? last thing I'm gonna say is there's something seriously fucking wrong with a human being when they go, hey, all of these people said I'm an idiot, so I'm coming to you. And then everybody there goes, you're an idiot. And then they go, no, that's just not. When literally everyone is saying it, dude, come the fuck on. Intentions aside, like all of the whole topic aside, if everyone's like, you're an asshole, and then you go post about it on fucking Reddit, which you shouldn't even need to do to begin with because everybody said you're an asshole. And if they're your friends, why are they going to be lying to you about this? But they're saying you're an asshole. Yeah, I'm sure the internet, the assholes that are the internet all came together collectively and they all agreed to come after you. Like
they even gave him awards too.
Yeah, like nobody gives a fuck about. Again, nobody gives a fuck about you, dude. Like the internet, like Reddit is like they're it's part of the armpit of the internet. Like you put yourself out there, you're either gonna get shit on or you're gonna get fucking. Like, people are going to give you the hard truth regardless, because they don't care. They have the anonymity about it.
Yeah.
So they're not coming together like, oh, this is the one spot where everybody agrees on this one thing about this one guy. Like, fuck out of here and your shitty ego.
I shouldn't have pushed it on here. You guys don't get it. Yeah, I'm sure that, since the nerd craze of the 1960s, no one fucking understands you being a nerd. Yeah. And in the year of our Lord 2020, no one understands that you're a nerd. Nope, nobody gets it.
Exactly. Oh, this was something that I meant to bring up earlier. I feel like a lot of the reasons why these gatekeepy types of nerds think that being a nerd is quote unquote trendy. It's not because it's trendy. I think it's because when we were children, you were just stuck with the group of people you were stuck with. You had no say in what school you went to.
Right.
And, for the most part, like that was your school, that was your neighborhood, that was your town. Those are the pool of people you had to choose from. Now, as we're adults, we get to choose our friends. So it seems like, oh, all these people like nerd stuff. It's like, no, but you have mutual interests and you can pick and choose who you are and aren't friends with. So it seems like everyone's a nerd now, but no, that's not it. You're picking people who have the same interest in you.
Right.
All the
Yeah.
rock climbers hang out with each other too.
Right.
Exactly.
You know?
Right.
Rock climbing still isn't cool. Like
Right. It's still not fucking.
I mean,
It's
I
still
like to do it,
whatever.
but I,
You know, there's people that run marathons and they hang out with each other, right?
Exactly.
There's a lid for every pot. It's not that nerd culture is more trendy now or more acceptable. I mean, maybe it is, but I just think it's more like you get to choose what you're around.
Yeah.
and
So it seems like everyone's a nerd.
yeah.
I mean, he should just admit that he wanted a boys' club and just.
He should
and
just admit that he hates women.
Like,
Yeah, that too.
Please,
that too.
no one ever date this man.
All right,
Oh,
definitely.
trust me, no one has
No
ever
one-
touched that ween ever. That's why he's mad.
we need some sound bites where we can like press a button like asshole, like stamp a
Yeah.
fucking like.
Absolutely.
So definitely 100%
Absolutely.
unequivocally, we knew this going in.
God,
somebody-
What the asshole?
Somebody get on that. Somebody make us some sound effects.
Yeah, let's go. Come on, we don't have time to waste.
Wow. Okay.
Sorry.
Wow.
Keep your corona burps to yourself. Sushi, what do you got for us?
All right. You guys ready?
Yes.
Am I the asshole for ruining game night by telling the truth?
Oh no.
I know.
This could be.
A few nights ago, I hosted a game night for a small group of friends. We had all been quarantining and following the proper guidelines in my country. It was only going to be 5 of us, including me, but one of my friends texted me last minute that she was going to bring a coworker from work, Matt, fake name. Fine with me. Not fine with me. Don't bring people I don't fucking know in my house. Don't do that.
That's yeah.
No, like I personally,
Yeah.
Like,
don't do that with me.
Like after,
Especially not after quarantine.
well, yeah, one,
Right.
especially in quarantine. But
I
just
don't know
fucking,
what street corner you came off of.
Yeah, like and like at least if you're gonna fucking do that, like fucking ask ahead. Hey, do you mind if I bring this fucking person?
Right.
And then give them the option
Right.
to say no.
Yeah, don't tell me when you're in the car already. Like,
Yeah.
I don't want some stranger on my couch. Get out of here. Anyway, I digress. We started playing a card game where you answer questions about yourself based on the level 1, 2, or 3. The question could be extremely surface level, example, what's your favorite color, to something deeper, example, what characteristic of yourself do you not like about yourself? Everyone was enjoying themselves, and I was happy with the way things were going. Cue a question I drew. What's the hardest thing you've ever gone through? Some backstory. My sister passed away a few years ago when I was still in high school. I was pulled out of class and flew immediately to her college and watched her die in ICU. Needless to say, this is probably the hardest thing I've been through. 3 of my friends in the group knew about this, the other 2 and Matt did not. I didn't want to bring the mood down, so I answered that the hardest thing I'd been through was transitioning, going to a college in a different state where I knew no one. We were all ready to move on, but Matt immediately piped up and said, wow, if that's the hardest thing you've ever been through, you've lived an extremely privileged life. Because you know that was his voice.
Yeah.
You know.
Actually.
Everyone...
Actually.
Actually, if you want to cut it... Shut up. Everyone... Everyone got quiet. Now, if like us, if he had said it jokingly, I probably would have let it go and moved on. However, the way he said it was in a very condescending and patronizing tone. See? And I will admit it, it rubbed me the wrong way. Instead of letting it go, I said, well, the hardest thing I've been through is seeing my sister die in the ICU and having to watch her being lowered into her grave when I was 17. I just don't want to bring the mood down. I feel like I wrote this. Like, not that happened to me, but I would double down and stare you in the eyes and be like, I'm going to make you real uncomfortable.
Right?
now.
Okay, let's fucking do this then.
If
Let's
you
fucking
open your
do this.
fucking mouth,
Yeah.
like,
Right.
I'm gonna shit in it.
You want to
now.
do this,
Like,
Matt? You want to do this, Matt?
You want to do this? You want to do Of course his name was Matt, right?
Of course it was.
Name a cool Matt.
Jeez.
You can't.
Name one. Name one. Name one. If things were quiet
Matthew
before, they
McConaughey?
were dead silent now. Matt mumbled an apology, but game night ended shortly after. After my friends all left, my friend who had brought Matt texted me and told me I was a jerk for making Matt look bad and could have just let his statement go. I do feel bad about what I said and being the cause of game night ending so soon, but I also feel like I was just making a justified statement. Am I the asshole? I say not the asshole, girl.
You know what? How dare their fucking friend go, what the fuck? Why'd you have to make Matt feel uncomfortable? This is my fucking house, and Matt was
Yeah.
being patronizing to me. Is it
In my house.
Did this say what if this was what gender or who wrote it?
It doesn't say,
Okay.
but it's because I feel like men generally don't have that behavior towards other men. I'm gonna assume it was a woman.
Maybe, yeah, okay. So, because that's what I was thinking, but you know,
It doesn't say. It doesn't say though.
this is how dare that friend? I would be so fucking pissed at that friend for. Like, I would have done the same thing, honestly. I would have done the same thing. Like you said, I would have doubled down and been like, all right, Matt, let's fucking do this. You want to be an asshole about it? Matt was being an asshole first, so guess what? You get to be, I get to be the asshole now.
And honestly, like, there's something about, like, just that mentality of if anybody opens up or they say anything sad or anything that hurts them or whatever, with the moment somebody goes, well, you know, somebody else has it worse, or, you know, they're starving kids in fucking the third world, and it's like, okay, I get it, but
everything is relative.
Exactly, everything is fucking relative. Like that by that fucking logic, none of us should ever be fucking sad or upset ever because we can fucking eat
because someone else has it worse.
And it's just like that's not how it fucking works, dude. Like it's fucking human to be upset or hurt or mad about things that, in the grand scale of all things, is fucking trivial.
And you know what? Even if that had been their worst moment ever, like, who are you to come into this conversation and be like, oh, man, you've lived a privileged life? Well, what if
you're such a princess?
Well, I don't know. Well, what if they had? Like, what if they had? What if they had? They don't know.
And that's not their fault.
How is that their fault? That's not their fault that they haven't experienced something quite as horrendous as you probably have, Matt. Like,
sorry, Matt.
Sorry,
you
Matt.
live under a fucking bridge, Matt. Fucking troll.
Like, Matt's literally the type of fucking person who would attend somebody's fucking grandfather's funeral and be like, well, you know, my uncle died and he was a lot younger than your grandfather. So, you know, like, it's like weird.
But that's true.
I passed too. Like,
that's true.
I had to go to 2 funerals last year.
Matt is definitely the type of guy who, when you confide in him that you're having a bad day, he had a worse day.
Mm-hmm.
And
a worse life.
And what type of person does this to someone that they've just met?
Yeah.
Matt's do this.
I bet you anything.
Literally, Matt's do this.
I guarantee I would stake my fucking everything on it. Matt is the same dude who's gatekeeping that woman out of the games. Matt is over here and he's so fucking sick and tired.
Or they're at least related, like they're brothers.
Oh, God.
Or that dude's name is at least Matt.
Yeah. Yeah.
You guys just don't get it.
You don't get it.
Yeah, God. I mean, like, this is one of those interesting things, like, if you want to rate it off of being an asshole or not, I personally don't think that's an asshole thing, but if you could say, like, yeah, asshole, but deservedly so. Like, you deserve to be an asshole. You know, like, sometimes it's good to be an asshole to put somebody in their fucking place. So, like, I don't think it's necessarily, like, wrong to tell somebody, like, oh, yeah, like, you're an asshole.
And that's the thing is they admittedly, you know, didn't want to bring down the night, so they told something else, and then Matt had to fucking push it.
Right, it's a party, you fucking weirdo.
It's a party, you fucking... You fucking moron.
Weird.
Why do you have to be the guy who, like, makes the party negative?
For real.
Matt ruined the party.
Why are some people like that? I don't understand. Like, some people really like bringing the mood down. We're trying to have a game night. We're trying to laugh. And everything sucks right now. Like, why can't we just have a good time and not talk about how I watched my sister die in ICU when I was 17? Like, I don't want to hear that either. That sucks.
Yeah.
And like the kind of thing with those little game night stories and stuff, like, what's the hardest thing you've ever been through, right? You have to fucking think about the fact that this is a game night, fun little night hangout or whatever, right? It's not serious. Like, this isn't like all right, guys, let's get serious. What's the hardest thing you've ever been through? That's like, so people are going to make some bullshit up and be like, and say something like, oh yeah, hardest thing I've ever been through is whatever the fuck. Like, because they're all just hanging out and just having a fucking game night. Like, it's not, that's the whole point. It's not.
Because it may not be appropriate to bring that up, or maybe she just doesn't want to talk about that part of her life.
For fucking real. Like, it just... Matt clearly lacks any sense of empathy and
like
empathy, and social awareness.
Oh,
that's a
yes.
big thing. It is completely.
Yes, AJ, you nailed it. You nailed it.
So yes,
Yeah.
definitely. I would say not the asshole. Like I don't think you're an asshole for putting somebody in their place. No.
Your own house.
In your own house, yeah.
Yeah, and if your friends think that you're the one that ruined game night, they should really have a look at Matt and what Matt did.
And don't bring strangers to my house.
And don't bring strangers to Sushie's house.
And if your name is Matt
No.
and you're not an asshole, consider changing your name. Just
yeah, because I just
because I'm gonna judge you based off the fact that your name is Matt.
Yeah, or go by Matthew. Like, stop going by Matt.
Yeah, like.
Maybe I don't know. We gotta improve the Matt situation.
See?
Okay, Matt. Yeah, but Matthew Broderick is not.
Matthew Broderick.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I see. I got a cousin named Matt, but he's also kind
Is
of
he
a
an
little asshole.
asshole?
Yeah, like so.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Well,
So I mean, I hope he doesn't listen to this, but hey, you're an asshole. So. Don't be an asshole. Change your name. Start going by Matthew.
go by Matthew, please. Let Matt go.
Well, I would say, damn, there's just some good assholes.
Yeah. Because there's some proper assholes.
Proper assholes.
Springy.
So, we like to, as per usual here, last week we had a special story from Sushie. This week we're going to dive back into some missed connections. So we have, separate the Reddit stories a little bit here before we dive back into our fucking relationships.
Whoosh, that's the sound of a splash, of us jumping back into the pool.
Yeah. Whoosh.
Okay.
So,
That would be refreshing right now since it's so hot.
I know, right?
so I have, I got one here. This is a missed connection from Columbia, Missouri.
Okay.
And it wasn't like, okay, I found this to be interesting only because of like the wording that was used, not so much the story itself, right? So I'll read it in the kind of the weird, creepy way that I read it when I first saw it in my head.
Okay.
It's called Lost Our Redhead. We were talking the other day, and we somehow deleted your messages. Please contact us again, as we cannot contact you. And I'm really
Sounds like sex trafficking.
I'm really concerned and worried that it's either like a weird sex trafficking thing or it's like a weird like we are legion, we are many, we are one.
Oh,
Like because
yes.
why are they all like what's with the we's and the plural? Like what is this?
Right. Like it's Fight Club or something.
I'm a little worried like it's like a weird cult thing, like well
Oh, definitely.
you weren't here to fucking suck our dick.
Oh, my
like
Wait, can you AJ reply to that one? Come on, take it for the team. Reply to it.
Okay.
Reply to it.
I saved it. I'll find it again. I'll reply. I'll reply after the cast.
Because you're a man. It's safe because you're a man. We can't do it. We can't reply to it. It's not safe.
Oh my God. I'm making a fucking fake email for this though.
Yeah, make a new email address, like a
And
burner
I'm
account.
using a VPN.
It's gonna be-
I'm gonna fucking
Yeah,
I
it's
gotta
gonna be-
VPN myself.
Let's
into-
get it.
It's just
Let's get an update on this next week.
It's just gonna be fake email at everyonesexier.com.
A burner account at everyone's house.
Fuck! I forgot to change the last part of it.
Burner account at everyonesexier.com. Okay.
Oh God.
This one is also strangely from Columbia, Missouri.
Is this like a hotbed of sordid activities?
It's
Might be.
It's possible.
Oh,
right.
Mysteries.
We chatted several times. That's the title.
The end.
The end.
Moving on.
All right. Your name is similar to Christmas holiday. We chatted several times through email about 2 months ago. We discussed eating at the Y, but you had cold feet. Just wondering if your feet have warmed up yet.
I'm grossed out by the fact that someone would ask that.
All right, what the fuck
Yeah.
rhymes with Christmas holiday?
Christmas holiday.
This is going to be one of those like
holiday.
weird like Seinfeld things where he's like he thinks like she's like oh my name rhymes with a female body part and the whole episode he's trying to remember what it is. Like
Yeah.
and at one point he's like her name's is it Molva? and
Oh my god.
you know what her name was, right?
I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
No.
Okay, so there's an episode of Seinfeld where he dates this
God.
girl, and he has a really
can't
good...
remember her
Yeah, he
name.
can't remember her name.
Oh.
So the whole episode, he's trying to remember her name, but she jokes that at one point that her name rhymes with a female body part.
Okay.
And so, like, he's trying to, like, look through her purse and trying to find her ID or anything to find her name because he can't remember it. So at one point, he thinks it's Molva, but... She finds out that he doesn't remember her name, and when she storms out and the episode ends, he goes, Dolores!
Yeah.
Clitoris.
Oh.
See, as a woman, I would assume Sam's looking at me fucking... Wow.
She was like, I get it.
Wow.
Because to make it rhyme, it'd have to be clitoris, not clitoris.
Yeah, I know. Well, Dolores. Maybe her name
They
is
were
Dolores.
stretching with that one. You could tell a man wrote that episode.
Yeah, exactly.
That was Larry David all over the place.
Yes.
God
Not
damn
only was it a
Larry.
man, it was an old-ass man.
Wow.
It's an old man.
Yeah.
Right.
But that being said, I have no idea what name could rhyme with Christmas holiday. Like,
Yeah, I don't.
No, I don't know.
I don't know. I got nothing. So, what have you got for us, Sushi? Where are you taking us?
Okay, so mine is so mundane and bland that I personally thought it was so funny that this man, I'm assuming it's a man, was just like, wow, you're alive. Let me write a post about your blandness.
Oh no.
Okay. Cumberland Farms, also known as Cumbies.
Come on down to Cumbies.
That's what they call it. They call it Cumbies. It's like Wawa, sort of. If you guys know what Wawa
yeah,
is.
I know Wawa's.
Yeah, so it's like that. I forgot to remove Maine, so we're still in Maine because I was lazy. So
Okay.
we're in Portland, Maine. To the slender woman buying coffee, I noticed you from behind another customer. You wearing white t-shirt, blue shorts, shoulder-length hair at 6:30 a.m. I like coffee too in the morning. If you get this message, perhaps we can have coffee together. Like, you're just a living human being. I want to date you. Like, what is this post? You're wearing a white t-shirt.
You have two legs and you're up at 6 a.m. and
You're getting coffee.
You're drinking sustenance.
Yeah.
And I want to fuck you.
You are wearing a white t-shirt and denim shorts in the
Literally
summertime.
just named every single female ever wearing
That goes to Cumbies.
that goes
I noticed you had
That goes
skin,
to get gas station coffee. That's the uniform.
217 bones, and 26 teeth, and 2 eyes, and I noticed you had nostrils.
From behind this other customer. I noticed you have hair.
I saw that.
You have
was-
shoulder-length brown hair.
I'm pretty sure I saw a neck.
I don't know what the front looks like, but the back looks pretty good.
That's exactly how I read this post. I was like, that's the one. That's the fucking one for this week. You have feet and you are wearing shoes.
When you took a step with your left foot, it soon followed with a step with your right foot. And then the left. And then the right. And then the left.
It looked like you knew how to breathe.
Can you breathe on me?
I just
step on
imagine
me?
him. So he said he noticed her from behind another customer. I just imagine like some other person standing behind her, and then this guy is standing behind that person. He's just like looking over the shoulder, just a little, like looking up on his toes, just a little bit.
Imagine being this man. There's nothing about this description that you notice.
Right.
Yeah.
A woman in a very bland, regular schmegular outfit, minding her goddamn business at 6:30 in the morning, buying a coffee. There's nothing to notice.
Exactly.
This person sounds invisible. A
Yeah.
white t-shirt and blue cutoff shorts with hair.
I never seen hair walk before. I don't know if Portland, Maine sounds like that.
I
but
don't-
That's what I imagine this guy.
They're a little far north, I think, for that kind of accent.
Oh, they have a very interesting accent up in Maine. Yeah.
I just everything. Yeah, I noticed you spent money to buy that.
Wow.
I wish you'd spend my money.
Oh, those are good. I think I like Sushi's the most, just purely based off the fact of how bland it was.
It's so bland and so weird. Imagine writing this post. I noticed you were a living, breathing woman.
So my favorite is always the ones who they're like, oh, I saw you at like Walgreens and you were doing your fucking job and I hope I see you again. Well, don't you know she works at fucking Walgreens? You fucking stalker. Just go back to Walgreens.
That's what we say literally every time. It's always like they see an employee and they're like, I hope this employee goes and looks at people who might have been stalking them.
I was stalking you while you were stalking the shelves.
Oh, God.
Well, shall we dive into some relationships here?
Sure.
Yeah.
All right, I got one here.
All right.
He's itching. He's itching.
I'm itching.
He's bouncing.
All right.
Okay.
He's doing that mom bounce.
That mom bounce.
Yay, kids! You got it!
Hercules. All right. So this is in brackets and in capital letters. It just says serious. So that's how you know it's serious. That's how you know it's serious. So
it's very serious.
This is a serious issue. I'm coming to Reddit immediately.
Wait up for me. I'm coming.
Serious. Tensions flaring due to farting.
Why was that like a radio broadcast?
We come to
They're
you.
attacking from above.
Yeah. We come to you with serious tensions flaring due to farting. All right. So that's just the title. So, you know, my husband, and then I love how it's in parentheses and in quotes, Mike.
It almost looks like a little hand doing the air quotes.
Right? Like the parentheses in quotes. Like, is it Mike or is it just a fake name? Like, I don't know. Like, you did the double, like.
It's like Schrodinger's Mike.
It's both.
Yeah.
He both is and is not Mike.
He's both is and is not Mike.
We'll never know.
Anything but Matt. So my husband, Mike, and I are both in our 30s and have been married for over 10 years. Like any marriage, we've had our ups and downs, but we are in a solid, committed relationship. However, for the last year or so, we've had ongoing, quote, discussions about a minor health issue that Mike has developed, and it's starting to affect our marriage in a really negative way. The health issue, Mike developed severe lactose intolerance, and he refuses to change his diet, which blows my mind because anybody that knows that's lactose intolerant refuses to take lactose because it fucks with them and it hurts and it's painful. Like, why would you?
Yeah.
Who's like, I'm gonna put myself through this. This is great. Cheese is worth this. Anyway. Yes, he's seen a doctor about it. He will take Lactaid when he consumes dairy, but frankly, he eats more dairy than the Lactaid can keep up with. Who eats that much dairy? That, like, even as somebody who's not lactose intolerant, that's a lot of dairy to take in.
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
oh God, the Lactaid, it can't keep up.
Was he like those volcano projects from elementary school?
Oh God. And they're like, they're back and they're chucking Lactaid in, like, it can't keep up. The Lactaid.
He's gonna blow.
Oh, okay. So he will forget to take the Lactaid if the food isn't obviously dairy. Think chocolate, for example. His lactose intolerance is so severe that he farts constantly, and his farts stink. No exaggeration, he farts 30 plus times a day, and the odor clings to his body, his clothes, and any fabric he's sitting/laying on. As an example, I'm writing this at 3 a.m. on the couch because he was farting so loudly in sleep that it woke me up. The sheets in our bed were freshly laundered, and they have literally smelled like shit less than a day later because of his farts.
Oh my God. He needs to go to the doctor.
He's been to the doctor. This poor woman is like, she had to leave her bed because of farts. Oh. When the relationship issue comes in, where the relationship issue comes in is that I find his lack of concern for his body, his diet, and how his constant farting affects others troubling. I acknowledge and understand that he digested dairy fine for 30 plus years of his life with no problems. and it's an adjustment to change his diet in such a drastic way. I try to supply him with dairy-free meal and snack options. I can't control every morsel that he eats, though, nor do I have the desire to. However, I find it selfish that he knows he has a violent... I was not expecting violent in this. Oh my God.
We're too immature to read this.
Oh, we're going to get through this. The Lactaid can keep up. I find it selfish that he knows he has a violent side effects while eating dairy. It's like usually when it's a woman writing about like, oh, my husband's got a violent side, you know, like you don't expect the violent side to be farting.
His fucking gas.
Yeah. He has violent side effects while eating dairy, and he continues to eat it without caring about how his lactose intolerance affects others. Our cars smells like shit. Our house smells like shit. His clothes smell like shit. His body smells like shit. I've expressed how disgusting and completely preventable the situation is, and he has retorted several times how I'm exaggerating and need to get over it. My question is, how can I be supportive without being controlling? How can we work through this change in life without having permanent rifts due to farting? TLDR, husband can't digest dairy, doesn't care, stinks up our house, and doesn't care.
I love how I love how the past relationships that we've read have literally ended with a woman saying, I've expressed how disgusting and completely preventable these situations are, and he has retorted several times how I'm exaggerating and need to get over it. You can literally say that at the end of every single nasty man.
It's the same.
But this time I was reading about the nasty man. So it makes all the difference.
That's true. It wasn't us. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Violent diarrhea. Imagine.
Now, again, I'm not lactose intolerant, so, you know, thank God for that. But if I was, I'd probably just not eat dairy because I'm intolerant of it. It's kind of in the name. You have an intolerance to something, maybe you shouldn't be digesting that thing that is literally damaging your insides.
Yeah, no, and that's a thing. Like, I wonder what his intestinal tract must be like if it's that violent. I mean,
the fact that she literally goes this smells like shit, and this smells like shit, and this smells like shit. And the problem is with these smelly ass people is they never realize how bad it really is because they're in the middle of the fucking miasma. They are the generation of the fucking grossness. Like they permeate the stench so they don't smell it.
So they're so used to it. Yeah. Yeah, we're all speechless. We're all like, just I don't know what to do with this one.
Okay, so here's the thing.
Divorce. The answer is divorce.
That's what's so fucked up is that they've been married for over like 10 years.
That's divorce.
It just seems like that's like, how is that
Okay, so, you know, I can understand so it's a sudden onset, right? So he wasn't, you know, feeling this. Now he's got this fucking allergy, basically. It's kind of like how some people get random fucking allergies to, like, shellfish. You know, I've had a couple friends who, you know, could eat fucking shrimp and shellfish for the longest time, and then they go, like, to boot camp, and then all of a sudden they come out of boot camp and they're allergic to fucking shellfish. You know, it's strange, but these things fucking happen. And I can understand you know, you're in your 30s and now all of a sudden you can't eat ice cream, you know? Like, I understand the difficulty of maneuvering around what can I eat and what can't I eat. It sounds like he literally can't consume jack shit because even the smallest things that you don't even think about that contain dairy, he can't have because he has violent
Well, he probably
effects.
could if he would remove the large quantity.
And that's true. That's true. If he would just settle the fuck down.
If he would let the lactate catch up to what he's fucking eating. Like, you know, like you take that Lactaid, like it's only meant for like, okay, you know, I had a cheeseburger take some Lactaid. It had some cheese on it.
Yeah.
But then you're good, you know?
Yeah.
Like,
Right.
maybe have a milkshake or something. But, like, at the end of the day, it's like it's not meant for every meal to consist of nothing but dairy products. Well,
Yeah, it sounds like he's only having a cheeseburger with a milkshake and a slice of pizza on the side.
Yeah.
And then having fucking lunch, having mac and cheese and eating chocolate. Like, it's like...
Yeah. Like, wow, dude, you shouldn't be eating that in general. No wonder your asshole's trying to, like, bro laugh.
Oh, my God. So, yeah, I'm fucking floored by the fact that, like, this is an issue in the sense that your wife is literally not sleeping in the bed with you, and you're going, I'm not changing this. Like, are you kidding me? Like, your wife is on the couch away from you. Is it worth it? It's worth it to you could lose your marriage over this
For some cheddar cheese.
Let me say that if this was an argument or something that I was bringing up to my significant other, I would repeatedly say, I cannot believe I'm arguing with you about this. I cannot believe we are having this conversation right now. I need to talk to you about your farting, all right?
I don't ever want to discuss someone else's farting, ever.
It is waking the neighbors up. It is waking me up. The entire fucking bedroom stinks. I'm on the couch. I didn't even do anything.
And that's the big...
I'm being punished.
Why am I being punished? This is not fair. Your farting is causing a problem.
And well, that's the big thing too. That like these people, like I'm always, I don't understand how people don't get embarrassed. And this is that, like, you know, I used to be embarrassed having people over when I had cats because that litter box smell, like, it doesn't just go away. You know, like if somebody's got cats, you know they got cats.
Yeah.
And so like, if your whole house and your car and everything is smelling like shit, I'd be embarrassed to have my friends over. Now, luckily we're in quarantine, so they're saved that. But she's also stuck in quarantine with this fucking science project volcano over here. Like, so yeah, I got no advice only because he's already been to the doctor. The only advice I can think of is literally this is. I don't really believe in ultimatums, but this almost seems like an ultimatum situation.
You know what I would try?
Divorce.
You know what I would try? I know that she said that she doesn't want to, like, basically be the dictator over what he consumes and stuff like that. But I would almost attempt to change the house's diet. Like, to make him feel like he's not doing it alone, right?
Yeah.
Like, and it sounds almost like if he had some, not necessarily a cleanse, but you know how, like, if you eat like a certain thing for like a month, you know, your body resets and it sounds like he's been doing this for so long that he just needs a fucking reset. So like I would almost, you know, just make some meals that don't fucking contain all the dairy in the world and then tell him, look, let's do this together because I can't do this anymore. I can't. My back hurts from sleeping on this fucking couch because you won't stop farting. Your farts are so loud, it's waking up the whole house. It's like a fucking earthquake in here. Like, I can't do this anymore. I can't.
And so I am not lactose intolerant, but I try not to consume dairy because I have like a lot of arthritis and stuff like that. It just makes pain. For me, it's like a pain management issue. But I have discovered a lot of like vegan alternatives that are pretty good, you know, like I'm not upset most of the time that I have to like live dairy free. Like there's ice cream substitutes that are pretty good, to be honest. I have like cheese substitutes for when I need it, or, you know, just like cutting down a whole lot. You know? So
the thing for me was, and this is apparently, I didn't know about this until I moved there, but, you know, when I moved to Hawaii, I all of a sudden had something similar to lactose intolerance. And I learned that it's a huge thing on people who move to the islands because of how they have to store the milk when they ship it over. Because Hawaii doesn't have like cow ranches. They don't have dairy farms, right? So they have to ship the milk over. As soon as I switched to soy milk, it went away.
Wow.
And like I can eat ice cream now and stuff like that. I wouldn't say I'm a huge consumer of dairy, but at least it doesn't fucking like violently make me sick and want to die, anymore like it used to.
Absolutely.
Like, this dude just needs to chill out and like change something. Go, even if he's doing the thing that catches me is how much fucking dairy is he actually eating?
I know. I'm stuck on that too.
I'm stuck on that.
A lot.
And really, like, a big part of it just comes down to the fact that, like, yeah, the situation sucks. Yeah, it sucks that you're lactose intolerant now. I know you like dairy or whatever the fuck. But at the same time, you're living with somebody else, dude. Like, stop being so selfish with this.
The lactate can't keep up.
Yeah, the lactate can't keep up. Stop being so selfish. The lactate can't keep up. Just have it. Even like a little bit. Do something different, and that's so that was mine. That was all itchy for.
Great.
Yeah.
That was very good. That was good. That was super mom energy.
Yeah, super mom energy. Yeah.
Oh, I got a hiccup.
Because you are worried about his booty hole. So
I'm a little worried about that booty hole. Yeah.
From one man to the other.
Yeah, right. Here we go.
Wait, is it my turn?
Go for it.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Ready?
Begin.
All right. I'm going. Here I go. It's like jumping into the pool. All right, I'm going to do it. All right, I'm going to do it. Okay.
Somebody comes and pushes you in the back.
Slams me into the pool. Okay.
That was like the old dancer in me. And ready, begin.
1 and 2. Okay. My boyfriend, 22 male, admitted that he intentionally tries to make me, 21 female, angry sometimes because he thinks the sex is better when I'm pissed off.
Toxic, dump him.
Sushi is the pinned comment on Reddit. Always.
But every single pin that she does is always just toxic, dump them. Doesn't matter what the story is. This is
My answer's always divorce.
Toxic, divorce him. Toxic, get out of there. All right. We've been together for a year.
End it.
All right, we've been together for a year. Our relationship has ups and downs, but lately it feels like we've been having more fights than usual. Just small, stupid things we normally wouldn't fight about. However, it's always followed up with sex, and I was never sure if that's healthy or not. So recently we were in bed and he admitted that he intentionally starts fights sometimes to get me heated up because he thinks the sex is better when I'm angry at him. He said that I'm not always enthusiastic when we're having non-angry sex, but when I'm mad, he feels like he's, quote, fucking a porn star. I explained to him that I can't always be passionate because I'm under a lot of stress nowadays. My mom is sick. I have to take care of my younger siblings, paying bills, etc. Like, a lot of issues are always on my mind, and I'm not relaxed enough to always be super passionate about sex. I said that it's completely messed up to push my buttons just so he can get what he wants.
But what about what I want? Fuck your problem. Oh, get mad.
He tried
What about my penis?
Yeah, what about my dick? He tried to make me feel better by saying it's the best sex he's ever had and that he loves me and my body. He said that he masturbates to the memories, which is something he hasn't done with other girls. Who says that?
Yo, girl, I've been masturbating to your memories.
Oh, God.
She said he really thought I'd view that as a compliment. I just left the room and went to sleep on the couch. Oh, no.
Another couch sleeper?
Oh, my God, girl. Stop breaking y'all's backs on the couch because you're dating some assholes.
Right, for these stupid ass men.
All right.
Just throw them away.
It's been a couple of days, and I've been mostly ignoring him. He's upset and saying that I'm overreacting over nothing. He keeps touching me. I guess he's trying to turn me on, and I've told him that I don't want to feel his hands on me at all right now. Is this a normal thing some guys do? Isn't it emotionally manipulative?
Yes.
Yes, it is. 100%. It
100%.
That is.
That type of guy would get a girl drunk to sleep with her.
Yeah. He is in one. God, I have to start this off by saying, like a lot of these other dudes, he is in no way thinking about her wants or needs in any way.
No.
He's literally only thinking about what makes it better for him.
Yeah. What about my penis?
Yeah. What about my dick? Get mad at my dick. Get mad at my dick, then fuck me.
God,
Now-
I wish that getting mad at my dick could be a title, but that would not go well with the analytics.
Not at all. So yeah, like it is definitely fucking. That's definitely emotionally manipulative for sure. Like especially because we don't even know what kind of fights these are that they've been having, you know, and that kind of shit. Like people don't realize, like. Yeah, fights here and there, that's normal. That's human behavior or whatever. But, like, if you're intentionally starting fights and it's also something that's, like, not, like, a normal thing that you can get over,
so
that shit lingers.
She says that they're small, stupid things, too. But when the small, stupid things add up over time, you
fucking bail.
Yeah, you start to look at that person in a different light. Because
and you resent them.
Exactly. He's going to end up in a resentful relationship, if not already, because of what he's told her. Don't ever fucking tell me that you masturbate to the memories. God, that's so gross. That's so nasty. Stop it.
Keep your spank bank to yourself, okay?
Exactly. Don't tell nobody what the fuck you masturbate to.
That lives in your heart, okay? I understand. Everyone has a spank bank, but we don't need to talk about it.
Your spank bank lives in your heart.
The more you know.
The more you know.
Oh my God. No, this isn't completely emotionally manipulative. He's making her angry on purpose, which is super toxic. But not only that, he doesn't give a fuck that she's incredibly stressed out right now, and he only cares about. I can only assume that what has happened is she's stressed out, right? She's anxious. She's got a lot on her mind. Probably doesn't want to have sex. So here he comes. He's like, I'm going to piss her off. Here I come. Because it's all about me. We're not having sex. So I know what really gets her going. She likes to get angry at me and then fuck me. So I'm going to piss her off. Which is, that's fucking cruel. That's cruel. To add on to the stressor, because then she's like, why the fuck are we fighting all the time? And it's always over stupid shit.
Right.
And also, he hasn't acknowledged that there's a problem if he's still trying to have sex with her now.
Yes.
Like, if your fucking significant other is going to sleep on the fucking couch to get away from you.
And ignoring you. Why do you think that you should be like, oh, hey, let me try. You're just overreacting.
Yeah, like, let me try to have sex with you again. Like, no, like, dude, like, but at the same time, he's not going to try to fix it because he likes to fuck her when she's angry. So now, if he can get her
it works in his benefit.
Yeah, exactly.
Every time.
Just end it. This is not healthy. And, you know, him admitting that to you, like, unless you can really somehow make him realize, which with her actions of going and sleeping on the couch and ignoring him makes it seem like he doesn't get it. But if you can really make him realize that this is a problem, okay, but I don't think he's going to get it. He's not going to fucking understand because he likes you like that.
I'd also like to add in that, once again, all these women always end it with, is this a normal thing guys do?
No! Just the toxic ones.
It's not. Stop doing this shit.
Yeah. And you know what's worse? He doesn't even really like her. He only likes this one version of her.
Yeah.
That
sucks. That's
That
right.
fucking
That's
Exactly.
true. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, that's awful.
Oh, so you're saying that when I'm not angry at you,
I'm not good enough, or I'm not as exciting, or whatever.
I'm not passionate enough for you, and you don't like the sex, so I'm not angry at you. Okay, cool.
Just like two people that love each other having regular people sex.
Cool.
Not like weird and like shoving someone against the wall and getting weird BDSM or whatever the fuck they're into.
Girl, you're 21. You deserve something way better than this shit.
Chalk this up to Sushie's advice. Dump him.
Yeah. Toxic. Get out of there.
Yeah. Toxic. Dump him.
Dump them.
Hi. Sushie, let's wrap it up. What do you got for us?
All right, here we go. Ready? Begin.
All right.
Should I stop spending time with my father's family when he doesn't want a relationship, but they do?
Ooh.
This is a non-romantic relationship.
Okay. We haven't had one of these in a long time.
Yeah, I thought I would look for like non-romance.
All right, I'm
switch it up a little.
Yeah, I'm off. I'm ready for this.
Yeah, basically in 2019, I, 30 female, reached out to my biological father for the first time in my life, and we began to try and form a relationship. It was very short-lived, though, and after we stopped talking, much of what I know is speculation, as he would never come out and admit it, but he didn't really want to include me in his life. He has a wife and 3 other kids, but he never told about me. So essentially, I'm his deep, dark secret, according to his brother. I'm not the product of an affair. My parents just had me very young. I'm talking high school young, and obviously the relationship didn't work. My mother kept him out of my life. I was never presented with an opportunity to know him growing up. Despite him not wanting to have much to do with me, many of his family members do. I'm regularly invited to barbecues at his brother's place, and today my grandfather wants to meet me for breakfast. Obviously, my father isn't present for any of these events, nor are his wife or kids. And I'm not present at any large family gatherings that might involve him or his family, just a smaller, more one-on-one instances. I don't feel like I'm wrong for trying to have a relationship with people who seem to really like getting to know me and having me around, but I'm sure my father will be frustrated if he ever finds out, because it would keep his secret more that sentence doesn't make sense. It would keep his secret more difficult to keep. Okay, whatever. So am I wrong for this? TLDR, father wants no relationship with me, but his family does. Would I be wrong for pursuing it? I don't think you're wrong for pursuing it. I think this general curiosity and wanting to get to know who you're related to, and it's his father's, her father's loss.
Yeah.
Also, maybe that grandfather or uncle or whatever, they have this fat inheritance that they want to bestow upon you. You don't fucking know.
Well, and that's just it. Is like, it's, that there's a big. This is one person. Like you don't get to keep your child or whatever just because you don't want to have a relationship with them away from their actual fucking family. Like whether you want to be a part of that family or not.
Right.
That's your choice. You made that fucking decision. But she's still allowed to have aunts and uncles and grandparents.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just because you're a dipshit, doesn't mean they are.
Especially if that side of the family does, in fact, want to have a relationship, and they're inviting her over and they're having dinners and little events and stuff. They want to get to know her. They want to get to know their grandchild and their niece.
Yeah.
That's really
your
tough.
secret shame is not everyone else's problem.
Exactly.
You're going to have that uncomfortable conversation with your wife and other kids at some point. Sorry you have a secret family. Or another family, not a secret family.
Yeah. That's really hard, and it's not her fault either. She didn't ask to be brought into this.
Right.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with seeking out your family and wanting to get to know them. And again, especially if they want to be a part of your life, then let them. Fuck this dude. At the end of the day, he made a decision, and he can fuck off. He's the odd man out here.
I'd be curious. I'd be curious to know what the family would tell her if she asked them like, hey, how do you feel about him not really wanting to have a relationship with me, but I would still like to, be involved with you and your life, and I still enjoy getting to know you. I would be interested to hear what the family says, because maybe they'll reinforce it. Maybe they'll say, we don't give a shit what he has to say. He can, he's a grown ass adult. He can do whatever the hell he wants.
Or maybe they'll talk him into how he's being an asshole.
Exactly.
And how this is affecting.
Maybe they can tell him, hey, look, you're being a dick.
You're being gross.
Maybe if she's talking to her grandfather, maybe she'll get some, she'll understand a little bit more about the dad. Maybe he'll be like, your dad, Matt, has always been a little shit, Yeah. So I named him Matt.
I would kind of understand, not really, but it would make more sense if she were a product of an affair, maybe the wife and the children feel some type of way. I kind of understand that. But this was just something that happened when he was a child himself. So it's why wouldn't you have a relationship at this point? Understand the whole time, they didn't have a relationship, but now there's no harm, no foul. It's not he went off and cheated on his wife, and then now the kids feel some type of way because their father cheated on the wife. It's not like that.
Yeah.
It's just he had a child at when he was 15 or 16 years old, which happens every once in a while. Everyone just needs to grow up. Also, it's very important to know your family history in terms of medical.
Yeah, for real.
So it's for her to only know her mother's side of the family, there could be anything can run on the other side of the family. She needs to be aware of that.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. And who better to hear it from than, the horse's
her
mouth?
Grandfather or uncle or whatever. Yeah.
Do you guys have medical issues? Let me know. You know? What should I expect in my life?
What could happen? What would happen if I had children possibly?
Exactly. Let my kids have another side of the family as well.
Right. Right. Is there hypertension? Is there diabetes? Is there cancer? There, depression. Like, there's all types of things. You just need to know.
Yeah, and the thing is too, like, what's this dude losing by her being there? Is it just like, oh, the memory of my fuck up? Is that how he's viewing it? Like, what's the problem with her being there?
I'm sure it makes his wife very uncomfortable.
That's
probably
It might, yeah. And that could be a whole other conversation too. Like, but
especially since she seems to be so much older than probably what their children are.
Yeah.
Right, but it's not like he ran off on his family. Like, that's still a shitty thing to do. But I understand it more because it's coming from like a place of betrayal. He didn't betray anyone. He was just a dumb kid.
Yeah. No, I don't think there's a problem. I think she should just talk to the relatives and maybe get their advice and kind of go from there.
Yeah.
But we don't really know. Like, we don't have as much information as I'd like to have. I want to know more, but like, based off of what we know, she should just talk to the relatives and state her case. And
maybe she'll be at the big barbecue. Who knows?
Yeah. Well, these were
work on that inheritance, girl. Get that grandpa money.
Yeah.
So that being said, I meant to say this at the beginning, but I'm saying it at the end now anyway. Did you guys know that this is our 10th episode?
No fucking way.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. Isn't that fucking crazy?
Hell yeah.
That is crazy.
And that's not including the minisodes. This is our 10th full episode. So we made it 9 to 10, that's kind of fucking cool. So
that's exciting. We need a cake. Somebody bake us a cake.
Yeah, someone bake a cake.
Someone bake an Everyone Sucks Here cake.
Yeah.
And then show us the picture or cupcakes, whatever, anything festive.
Yeah, cupcakes work. They can be little dumpsters, like.
Yeah. Oh my god, little dumpsters.
Little dumpster
little
cakes.
Baby dumpsters.
So, well, I'd say this has been another good week. We had some really, really good fucking stories. We kind of went all over the place with the. I like that we had a relationship that wasn't just like a fucking
my boyfriend.
My boyfriend. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Like there's some other good stories in there, and the fucking. Sushi's misconnection still cracks me.
You are the most bland-looking human being. Would you like coffee?
You had teeth. Do you want to use them to eat a food?
God. Do you chew your coffee?
You enjoy a caffeinated beverage in the morning. Wow.
That's unlike any other woman I've ever seen in my entire life.
Ever.
Especially in Maine.
Yeah, especially in Maine, yeah.
Maine.
Well, if you guys have stories that you would like to submit to us, you can email us at contact@everyonesuckshere.com. You can also send out messages to us on ESH Podcast on Twitter. We will, we're gonna be posting these every Wednesday as we always do. We got the minisodes coming out every Monday, so be sure to like, subscribe, do whatever you're doing on whatever you're listening to us on, whether it be Spotify, iTunes, or YouTube, or iHeartRadio, or Google, or whatever the fuck. We're everywhere.
Literally everywhere.
We're literally everywhere. So, do us a favor. Write those reviews. Write those comments. We like to see them. It makes us feel good in these times, in the year of our fucking Lord and Destroyer COVID-19.
Did you hear that the murder hornets are back?
Oh.
They made a comeback. They brought back that plot hole. They brought it back.
They always do. Right when you think the season's gonna end, they bring that shit back, and
they
like,
brought it back.
Surprise! And fucking COVID peels off its mask. It was me, murder hornets, the whole time. No wonder we couldn't get rid of you. Gotcha. That's right. I've been the one infesting your lungs. Murder hornets. Fucking murder hornets. Alrighty.
All right, we gotta go.
We gotta go. All right. See you guys next Monday for a minisode, and wait next Wednesday for a full episode. Goodbye.
Goodbye forever.
Bye.